Hi, this is Jay from caldereriaonline.com. In this video, I will show you how to generate and unfold a bullhead T. In some countries, it is also known as European T, like the one on screen. This kind of T is a special transition branch that allows for smoother fluid flow, whether air or liquid, compared to a standard T. That's why it's often used in ventilation ducts, dust collection, and airborne transport systems. It can also be used for structural purposes since it provides greater strength and resistance than a simple pipe T. And in some cases, it can be even added over a standard T as reinforcements, as I will demonstrate later. For the first example, a bullhead T for a DN300 324 millimeter external diameter pipe, similar to the one in a project I showed in a previous video. So here I am in caldereriaonline.com in the branch on cylinder transition pattern rectangle to round. We have external dimensions for the main pipe, and for the branch part we have internal dimensions. I have already input all the parameters, so we have 305 millimeters internal the diameter of the pipe, which will be also the internal diameter here. Here the width is also 305. This R3 is half of this width. And we have 923 to have 45 degrees and a height of half of the diameter going out of the main pipe. 9.5 millimeters is the thickness. This object is divided in two parts, and we have the cylinder part 324, the outer diameter here. This is outer dimension, external. 1000 here, we consider this to go to the axis of the pipe. So it's 0 here, 9.5 the thickness. We consider an existing pipe. I calculate the pattern. So here we have the two halves, the pipe template with the hole. I download this and we check this in my CAD. So here I am in my CAD. I will open the download, which is this file. So we can see here, this is the main pipe, and we have the two halves of the bullhead T here. And we see here we have the bullhead T. Sometimes for improved flow, a half bullhead T is enough. So we can have this same pattern but with a perpendicular side here. So back in caldereriaonline.com, again we have internal dimensions for the branch, external dimension for the main pipe. I have already input this in the offset square to range transition branch. So we will have 45 degrees on one side and 90 degrees on the other. The other looks fine. This is at the offset. We need to have this 90 degrees here. We have this divided into parts. Then we have the cylinder part like before. I'll calculate the pattern. I will download this and I see you in my CAD. So here I am in my CAD. I will open the last download. So it is clear we have 90 degrees here. So again, we have the main pipe and the bullhead T here. And this is the 90 degrees side here, 45 degrees here. And this is improved flow again, but no need to have 45 degrees on both sides. Finally, a standard T can be reinforced by adding an overlapping bullhead reinforcement on the outside, as I will show now. So back in caldereriaonline.com, again we have internal dimension for the branch, external dimension for the main pipe, and I have entered 324 for the diameter. This is the internal dimension to fit the actual T pipe, T branch. 162 to have the radius, 324 to have the same width as the outside diameter. This is the internal width of the reinforcement branch. This is to have 45 degrees on each side. This will be divided into parts. For the main pipe, we have same as before. I calculate the pattern. I download this and I show this in CAD. So here I am in my CAD again. I have also drawn this pattern, which is the standard T, which we want to reinforce with the pattern I have just drawn in caldereriaonline.com. I will insert this last pattern, which is this one. I will explode the insertion. I will change the color of this. And we can see we have an overlapping reinforcement to the actual T. This is from other point of view. We can see we have this main pipe, the branch is there. The standard T and the reinforcement overlapping. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, don't forget to visit caldereriaonline.com, where you will find many more tools and ready-to-use sheet metal developments. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.